Hi everyone, welcome back to the podcast. I'm sitting in Bangalore and I'm going to be here till the 2nd of Jan. So Keshav and me are doing this remotely, trying to be authentic as possible. And so without wasting much more time, let's get into the podcast. Keshav, what do we have for me today?
So today also I came up with some Q&A, sir, because everyone wants to know what will you do on those situations or what will you think in those circumstances.
You are more curious to know what I am doing. Audience
Yes,
is not asking.
because most of the time you say a word called you are also like me, you are also like me. So I'm interpreting,
It's true.
sir. Yes, it is right or not, it is right or not. So let's see, sir. We came to finish the book now at the end of the
Hmm.
book. So in the middle of the book, there is one topic called inverse for long term. In that
Hmm.
long term, he will say that you need a basic like you need to know the fifth class arithmetic calculations. Then you want to have a plan.
Why? When you're saying fifth class arithmetic, the last
Hmm.
Sunday video which I did with my brother, right? Albin
Yes,
gave us
sir.
a cheat sheet on how well we have done this year, our portfolios have done. In that,
Hmm.
he had calculated Kalyan Jewellers. He had said 108%, and actually it
Hmm.
was wrong. It was 230%. Basic arithmetic, even my artificial intelligent Albin had done wrong. I didn't check and verify as usual. I went and put it on the video. All the audience members said, "Sir, isn't your calculation wrong?" And I had to eat humble pie and say, "Yes, I was wrong because Alvin baby, in excitement of Santa coming, didn't bother to check and verify." So that's how important basic arithmetic is. And the problem with basic arithmetic is it is so easy, you tend to make a mistake.
Hmm. Hmm.
When you
Hmm.
know 1 plus 1 is 2,
Hmm.
2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 4 is
8.
correct. So when you're doing this kind of simple addition, multiplication, and division, because
Hmm.
it's so easy and it comes very easily, you tend to make a mistake, and that's when investing can become prove to be very deadly. Because if you're not careful on the PE you're calculating, or you're not
Hmm.
careful on the earnings you're calculating, the whole thing can be wrong. So you should not be buying something you think you should be buying, or you end
Hmm.
up missing something you should have bought. You didn't buy it because you thought the PE was something else. So that's why
Hmm.
you should always double check. And if you don't double check your answers and slow down your
Hmm.
calculations, it can be very costly as an investment. As an investor, I've made many mistakes like this, which have proven to be costly in its own terms because I didn't bother checking the numbers, especially when you're putting the quantity into the app when you're ordering,
Yes,
right?
sir.
If you're not
Uh,
careful, instead of putting 10, you put 100, it can become
yes.
very expensive very fast, especially when you're selling. You only wanted to sell 5. If you don't see the zeros properly, especially once a zero crosses 2 digits, you're reaching
Hmm.
1,000, between 1,000, 10,000, if you're like you and me, that's why I keep saying you and me, because for us, we're slightly dyslexic and we'll miss those zeros.
Correct, sir.
And you have to look at the screen very carefully. Close one eye
Yes.
and count 1, 2, 3.
Correct, sir.
So it can be very costly. So you should always be
Hmm.
careful. That's why basic arithmetic is true. And basic arithmetic is very easy. But you have to be
Understood, sir.
careful. And if you're not careful, you'll tend to make a mistake.
So,
And I've
sir,
paid a price for that.
yes, sir. I can see that, sir. The thing you said. I know, sir, how it feels. So, sir, the next question is now you know the fifth class arithmetic calculation and all. Now we came to the next part called plan. You have to have a plan to invest for a long term. Now you have chosen the path of investing in a long term. You always makes people to invest in long term.
That only happened very recently, as short
Hmm.
as 8, 7 years back when my father passed away. Before that, my attitude towards investing was like you,
Okay.
meaning I was looking at only gains.
Hmm.
And bigger the gains were, the better I felt.
Hmm.
And those green, like what you're going through, always constantly logging on, looking for the green checks.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
if everything is green, you feel great. If there's a few
Hmm.
red, you feel bad. So I used to have a very stupid strategy. What I'll do is, if anything is red on that day, I'll buy more of those red shares. So hoping that my price of buying will average out. So next day or the next day after that, it'll start becoming green. So
Okay.
let's say I bought ITC at 100
Hmm.
yesterday. Today ITC is at 98. It become
Hmm.
red. So I'll buy two more at 98. Day after tomorrow from 98 it's gone to 95. I'll buy
Hmm.
three at 95.
Understood, sir.
Okay,
Accumulating.
it sounds logical because you're buying as it's dipping, you're buying. And I'll buy more as it's dipping. But
Hmm.
sometimes the dip takes some time to come start turning up. You can be at a dip for a month,
Hmm.
even 2 months. And what will happen is you're so fixated on buying in the dip You'll forget that to average out your portfolio. So if you're buying 5-6 companies, you should allocate equally. At most, if a company you like the most, you can double it.
Okay.
That means, let's say you have 5 companies, 10, 10, 10 you've been putting. Your favorite company can make it 20 shares, but everything else is 10, 10, 10. But if you follow this strategy where you keep on buying in the dips and you're focusing, doubling on the dips, suddenly what will happen is your portfolio will become lopsided. Suddenly 6 months later, and I'm looking, I'll have lots of ITC and it'll still be in the red.
Understood, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
60% of my portfolio is in ITC because I've been trying to bring ITC from red to green. So all this is very common. We all come out with these strategies, different ways of trying to even our portfolio and all that, but you shouldn't. I learned 7-8 years ago that you should look long term. That's why you should log on every day and look at your numbers every day. You should only log on and to buy. So you log on, you buy what you want because you've done the research, and you log off. If you stay in the app too long, like how you stay in Instagram too long, finished. You'll waste your entire day. So even in Instagram, for example, when I get on trying to answer questions, I only try and answer and react to people. Now that I've got more than 8,000 followers, I have every day some 100 questions are there waiting for me. I can't answer all 100 at one stretch. I'll waste my entire day. I'll feel very tired, and I will not be able to do justice to the people who have asked questions. So I start from the oldest, the person who's at the back of the queue, the oldest, and I work myself. So at least questions I try and come to keep it at least 2 days old. I leave. So questions which are 4 days old, 3 days old, I finish all those first. Then I leave the rest and wait for it to reset. Because if I spend more time than that on Instagram, other than reading, researching, and being a father and doing all the other things, I'll end up spending my entire day on Instagram, answering people's feedback. Of course, like you suffer, Keshav, people get very angry with me. They'll be like, sir, I've asked you 2 days now, no reply.
Yes, sir.
So I reply saying, yes, I understand you asked question 2 days ago, but I have so many questions answered. I need time to answer. And some questions will be very complicated. I need to think about it before I can answer. But people won't be like that. People will be like, hey, like you say, people, this generation, your generation, they're like, I ask a question, you should be answering
Instant
me.
answer. Correct, sir.
Yes. You said you will answer my question on Instagram. I asked you. You're not telling me it's been 3 days. What are you doing?
Correct,
You don't answer, man. You just must say you're answering. I'm like, yeah, I get it. If you don't want to talk to me, I get it. This is a space I can do it. I can't sit and explain to everybody saying that I have 200 questions, 400 questions on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, right? Then I have to do my work. Then I have to do my research. I have to write my Medium articles. And when I'm on a holiday, I have to be on a holiday. If I start struggling like you and start taking on, oh my God, people are waiting for me. I can't make everybody happy, Keshav. I keep telling you this. Don't fixate on the numbers. And this mindset, which I'm talking about, investing mindset, you should practice it everywhere in life.
Yes, sir. True.
I tell Albin this. I tell Albin, your brother, this all the time. Stop making everybody happy.
Yes, sir.
I told him at least say no.
He got out of that and he bought a diary, as you said, and he's writing all the things, noting down all the things. And he's saying no, not 3 times, sir, several times to me, sir. Today, several times.
Good. But I'll be proud the day he starts saying no to me.
Okay. That will take time, sir. I think.
Then I know he's making progress. Because what I do is I test him all the time. I purposely ask him 100 questions a day unnecessarily just to make him say no. Because it's like when you do shadow boxing, you know, in UFC, they'll be practicing combat every day.
Yes, sir.
So when the match comes, you're ready, practicing in the nets, as they say. So you're ready to face the world when the real situation comes. So I want to prepare Albin for the real world. I want to prepare you for the real world. So I keep messing with you guys all the time. So at least with me, you know, sir will forgive you. I'm not going to take it personally.
Understood, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So that way you get to practice your skills. You get to practice being aggressive. You get to practice saying no. You get to practice, you know, be confrontational. Otherwise, what happens is you're always constantly scared to be confronting, and you're always docile, and you can't go in life like that. You need to find some kind of an equilibrium. And this is the mindset of a value investor, where you constantly have to learn to say no.
Mm-hmm.
Because your mind will always, when you like something, will always say yes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like smoking. You just
Correct,
finished
sir.
a cigarette. When you finish a cigarette, after 15 minutes, 20 minutes in an office, you start getting the itches. Like, okay, I'll
Correct,
just
sir.
quickly go out and think for some time, clear my
Mm-hmm.
mind. You'll think
Correct,
of
sir.
all kinds of reasons because you want to
Correct,
say
sir.
yes. So to
Mm-hmm.
say yes, your mind will give you everything to say yes. Same
Yes,
way
sir.
in investing. When you
Mm-hmm.
start investing, I used to have the same problem like smoking. You get addicted to it. It's a high. When you see those number you bought at 98 rupees and it's gone to 100 rupees, you get a high, you get a kick.
Mm-hmm.
So you want that all the time. So you'll be buying stupid stocks.
Yes,
You
sir.
see some stock today, will come in the news, it's fallen by 10%. You say,
Mm-hmm.
it's gone by 10%. I got nothing to lose. I'll just buy 5. Definitely tomorrow, this 10% will go up by 2%.
Go.
I'll sell it off at that time. Quickly make
Yes,
2
sir.
rupees on it
Yes, sir.
without
Most
really
of it.
thinking about it.
Correct, sir.
Like Infosys news broke. Infosys has lost an order for $1.5 billion. What should you
Okay.
do? A lot of people are asking me on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter, like Infosys. I said, yeah, they lost an order. We need to wait and see what it's all about.
Correct, sir.
Is it a time to buy or not? I have to study it. What are the implications of it? As of now, there's nothing wrong with Infosys. But what is the situation because of the loss of order? What it is, we have to wait and watch. If there's a
Correct, sir.
market having a knee-jerk reaction and it's dropping by 5%, 6%, then you have to quickly analyze it. I don't know what happened to Infosys today. Do you know what happened to Infosys today?
No, sir. The thing they lost the order, that itself known by you,
Yeah,
sir. You only told me.
yeah. And I only told you.
Yes, sir.
Infosys is down by 1.5% today. That's not a big correction. When you expect Infosys has lost such a huge order, you think it will be a big correction. It's not. But the curious thing about that order is it is an order which was based on, remember, 6 months back, Infosys famously did a PR stunt saying they also have developed an artificial intelligence
Yes,
called
sir.
Topaz.
Yes, sir. Topaz.
Yeah. So this order was based on providing service to a client on their own AI tool. Using Infosys's proprietary AI, they were supposed to provide some service to a client. They've not said which client. But that client has backed out. That means there's some proof of pudding in this Infosys's AI seems in question mark.
Understood, sir.
Whatever they've developed as AI, Infosys has showcased it to the client. The client doesn't seem to be convinced, maybe. I don't know. But that's what it looks like to me when I just saw the news in brief. And I was just reading it in brief in Business Standard. It seemed like the client wasn't very convinced with Topaz and said, let's put this on hold, this order.
Okay.
I don't know. So as an investor, you have to do more research. So this is what I mean. So my immediate reaction was like this. So then I have to study and see how much orders does Infosys have in 1 year. Out of that, what is the size of this order? What is the percentage? What is the implications? So you have to value all that and then decide. But immediate reaction as a new investor would be, oh, there's an opportunity, I must buy now. That's not the way you should buy.
You should know what happened there. Understood, sir.
So this is a problem which I also had. This has also taken me a long time to work it out of my system.
Understood, sir. I had another question, but the video is going too long, sir. I will make it another video, sir, tomorrow. Okay, sir. Nice talking to you, sir. Enjoy your holiday.
You too, Keshav. I'm missing you in Bangalore. I heard you're coming to Bangalore. When are you coming?
Yeah, sir. I try to come in New Year, but here they have arranged some party, my brother. So I wanted to participate in that.
Okay.
Next month I will come.
That's good.
Okay, sir.
Good. Chalo.
Thank you.
Okay, take care. And nice talking to you guys. And I'll catch you in the next one soon, okay?
Thank you.
Bye.